What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Anything Better podcast show, NFL edition, going into week number 13 with your host, Paul Virzi over here, Bill Burr over there. Of course, we have the injury report master, Jake the Snake, and we have the Greek freak, the Beverly Hills Kid himself, the producer, Andrew Themlis. Guys, I'm doing this from my car because a car dealership appointment ran long. I know I look like, I'm not going to lie, though. Can I be honest with you? It feels good. It feels good to have the jacket.
You look like a mobster trying to fit in with soccer moms. With that flannel coat you got, dude, you can't hide, dude. I'm telling you. I was saying earlier, you look like Henry Hill when he's looking for the helicopter.
Oh, that's so funny.
Listen, Paul, you're always going to look like you're doing something illegal, and I'm always going to look like I had a couple of pops. I mean, it is what we are what we are.
We are what we are, dude.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to embrace it. Guys, before we get started on today's picks, we have to shout out our sponsor. It's the great BetMGM, guys. The best lines out there. BetMGM, all you got to do to bet with us is 4 easy steps. You download the BetMGM app to your device and you use our code. It's Burr, B-U-R-R. Very simple. You put up to $10 into your account and you'll get $1,500 in bonus bet if the bet loses. If the bet does lose, right after that, you will get your $1,500 in bonus bets. Please bet responsibly, guys. Bill and I believe Bill and I both went 2-2. I think our other guys on the show did well, but I went 2-2. Good pick, by the way, Bill. With great, the pick you had of the week was the Ravens against the Chargers. That was a good one. And of course, we don't hit the Monday night special because everything else happened except Justin Herbert decides to run it in for a touchdown instead of throw one. But we almost had it.
Paulie, I don't recognize the game anymore. I was texting you about it. The game has passed me by. Watching, it passes by an athlete, and after a while, it passes by you as a fan, and you either have to win. I should have started playing fantasy football when it came out, and I didn't. I got left behind. Same with like computers. I didn't think these things were going to take over the way they did. I should have got acclimated to them, and I didn't. I'm just hopelessly behind. But I watched that Chiefs game, Paul. The whole game.
I lost that one. That was my loss. The
whole game, quarterbacks are running and sliding and going out of bounds, right? So, like, the defense pulls up when they get near a quarterback. So you should be required that if a defensive player is near you as a quarterback, you should have to automatically slide or go out of bounds because Patrick Mahomes ran up. The D-backs pulled up, and he just ran past them. And instead of getting like 10, 12 yards, he got 33 yards like he was fucking Emmitt Smith. It's ridiculous. And they're all like, I can't hit him again. Oh, shit. He's going like I don't want to start nothing, but like that's the kind of shit. If you did that, the next time you ran, you slid a knot. You got your fucking head taken off.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen anymore, Paul.
What do you think is going to happen when Belichick comes back? I wonder if that's a guy where the game will pass him by or if he's so ingrained in it that he'll be able to adjust.
Well, I mean, he's watching it every week as an analyst. He's also the greatest coach since Paul Brown. The more time away, the more I would say that would happen, but he doesn't have to go out and play. And I don't feel like the game passed him by with the Patriots. What I think is like, picking the players. He hit like a dry spot. After fucking 20 years of crushing it, it finally, it finally caught up to him where, also Brady left. I mean, you don't win by yourself. You got to have the players. You got to have the coach. You got to have the GM. You got to have the ownership. That's what we had. And once one of those pieces goes away, which happened before Tom Brady left. Tom Brady, his last season was not a good season for the Patriots. He had nobody to throw to. I believe Amendola was the last of our productive receivers to leave. And, all through the years, as the Troy Browns left, the Wes Welkers came in, the Julian Edelmans, the Gronks, all of that stuff, they just kept coming. And it finally dried up. It's like, it's still the greatest run I've ever seen. So I think if he is picky, like if he goes to a shit team, it's going to look like his same results. I feel like his last couple seasons with like Mac Jones, I feel it'll be like that. But I feel if he goes to a team that has somebody, if he went to the Chargers with like what they have and stuff like that, with Herbert, decent defense and some great receivers down there. The little I know about football now, I think, I don't know. What's the reason for coming back? Just so we can pass Shula?
I mean, he says he still loves it and he wants to come back. But the thing with him is like he simplified the Giants' problems in one interview with the Mannings, and it was just so. He was like, in his typical way he talks, he was like, well, they got rid of their.
He did it with the Ravens. The Ravens
Yeah.
Before the play even happened, he goes, "That's an illegal formation," and they ran in for a touchdown. And he goes, "That's the problem with this. This has been their problem all year." He's watching it at that level. What happened was the tight end lined up on one side. I've never understood. I get illegal motion. I don't get illegal formation. He ran down the other side, so that made now that he was off that side, that made the lineman eligible, and he didn't check in. So it became an ineligible or something like he went by it super fast. And Paul, who am I? I can't keep up with Belichick's.
Well, but he just said with the GM, he goes, they let their best player go for not a lot of money, and they needed to do this with the line, and it just seemed like he's like still in tune with what's going on. So I'd be curious to see what he does. But
Paul, no offense, you'd have to be brain damaged to not know that the Giants made a mistake getting rid of Saquon Barkley.
I mean, the price too, like the money wasn't even. It's sickening. And now he's having.
Paul, I got to tell you, I don't think anybody loved that guy, other than your GM who drafted him. Anybody loved him more than you?
It's sickening. It's heartbreaking.
Paul, you're eating egg noodles with ketchup out there. That's what I want to see you, dude. I want to see you the final episode of Anything Better. I want to see you. You got to come out, dude, in the bathrobe, getting the paper. Like you can't. Neither one of us can do bedhead anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Just have Andrew play the music. Okay. Well, let's get in the picks. Bill, you have first. I believe you have first pick this week.
Paul, you know what? I'm feeling very, very thankful and very giving this week. If you want to fucking go first, I don't give a shit. I haven't even looked at these.
I literally have not.
All right. I'm going to take, let's see. Colts coming off a big loss going against the Patriots. -2.5. Colts laying 2.5, Paul. Laying 2.5. Fuck it. You know what, Paul? I'm going to put my dick on the table. First one. I'm going to take the Lions laying 10 at home against the fucking Bears. It's a divisional rivalry. This goes against everything I've known as a gambler, that division rivalry games are always close. I think the Bears are where the Bears usually are at this point. They're not playing well. They're pointing fingers. I think they have a disgruntled locker room. There's like not a lot of pretty women in Chicago for them to take their minds off the stress of playing football. You got those big Western girls eating brats and shit. I just think, a lot of their players are just feeling despair. The Lions,
that's,
Detroit still,
now. It's
What's
9.5 now.
Even better, Paul. Look at that. Up. Christmas comes early. I'll take the Lions laying 9.5, Paul, in the black and blue division.
I like it.
Is that the black and blue division, or is that the AFC Central? I
don't know. I never heard of that before.
Hey, Paul, I'm not a cop. You can fucking tell me what you're thinking.
All right.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My first pick, I'm going to take the Washington Commanders at home to bounce back against the hapless Titans, -6 at home. I just think that they're a better team. They need a bounce back win, and I think this is where they get it.
All right. The Seahawks, I think they got kicked in their beak last week. They're laying 2 going into the Jets, +2. I like them on the road.
Ooh.
Coming in, ruining the holidays for all those sad sack Jet fans. You know what I mean? Does anybody need a hug more than a Jets Mets fan? A long, slow, I'm sorry. You can't even say it's going to be all right. All you can say is I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right is out the door. All right. I got one for you.
Hey, lay it on me, Paul. I like the attitude.
I'm going to take the Chargers bouncing back. Bouncing back after getting really beaten up. The older Harbaugh brother is 3-0 against Jim. I think Jim's had it this week. I think they go in, and I think they go into Atlanta, and I think they beat the Falcons. I like them -2. Oh, give me that 1 point. I'm all over that.
You know what I like, Paul? I like
What?
the little shrug before you. I'm going to take the Chargers. I like that.
You like the glasses drop to look at the
I
lines?
like it. I'm liking everything that you're doing. It's very cinematic. If I was in the mob, I'm like, there's no way this guy isn't wearing a wire. Look how big that fucking coat is. What's he hiding under there? All right. Hey, Paul, I'm Billy Favorites this week.
Uh-oh.
I'm Billy Oh, yeah. You know that. That's a recipe for disaster.
Uh-oh.
I just like Baker Mayfield, and I like that fucking Colin Cowherd, still not giving it up for him. Is he giving it up for him yet that this guy's a fucking winner?
No.
Oh, that's, Paul, he's got to do it at some point. Or you lose your man card. That's literally female behavior to do that. You got to say you're fucking wrong. I'm taking Baker Mayfield, his positive winning energy, -6, going into Carolina. I mean, who's kidding, Paul? All right, that's Charlotte. Okay, that's college. They're into college down there. They're into moonshine, and they're into separate but equal bathrooms. Okay? Whites only water fountains. I'm taking the Buccaneers.
Nice.
Laying 6. Paul, I don't give a fuck. I got belief this week. I'm feeling very thankful.
Hey, dude, it's Thanksgiving.
Sweatshirt like some chick who just gave birth. I'm feeling good this week.
It's Thanksgiving. You gotta.
What are you doing, Paul, for Thanksgiving? You doing the 7 fishes?
Nope. I'm doing nothing.
You taking a brick of cash out of the fucking wall and getting some fucking pappy? What are you doing, Paul?
Hey, if the Commanders do their job, I am.
A very Paul Virzi fucking Thanksgiving.
Hey, we got to bring in our injury report expert here, Jake the Snake. Come in here, buddy. What do we got?
Also, a little eye candy for the ladies here. He's got the glasses on, showing you that he's got a brain between those ears.
Oh yeah.
Look at the holy light backlighting the guy.
Jake is such a good kid. He could give you an MCL tear with a smile on his face.
Oh, he is. No, he's adolescent Mr. White from Breaking Bad. Before it all went bad, he's still thinking positive. He's into math. He's going to start teaching soon.
Before the car wash.
Before the car wash.
What do you got, Jake?
Yeah, who do you got out there?
So it's still early, so we just got the Thanksgiving games, injury report wise, and ironically, the two biggest injuries to look out for on the Giants and the Cowboys. Tommy DeVito, I guess, is injured. So
Tommy Cutlets. What happened?
Oh,
yeah, because he got the shit kicked out of him. Dude, he got the shit kicked out of him, and in the interview afterwards, he just goes, "I'm not gonna lie, everything is sore. Everything hurts, and I hope tomorrow it settles down, but I don't know." Because we stink.
Yeah.
Paul, we're racing you to the #1 draft pick.
Oh my God, dude. Hey, it's a rough one out there for the G-men. You know what? Good for Daniel Jones signing with the Vikings today. Get out of the press. Everybody's shitting on you. Go sit down. Take some sit in Minnesota.
Wait a minute. The Vikings picked up that contract?
The Vikings picked him up off of waivers.
Oh, so you guys are still paying.
So he'll be the backup in Minnesota for a while.
Hey, Paul, you're New York. You got the cash. hey, Paul, worst case scenario, we go out on the street for it.
All right, so Jake, we've got Tommy Cutlets. Who else?
The Cowboys quarterback Cooper Rush is also injured, but it seems like he could play in that game, so we don't officially know. But that's another one to monitor if we're looking at Thanksgiving games. And then Tyreek Hill for the Dolphins is like 50-50, So that's another big one. But that's what we got for the Thanksgiving games, because we don't.
Paul, I got one for you.
Like the Sunday injury reports just yet. But
I got one for you.
What's that?
Okay, so I already said one of these seasons, Kyler Murray's going to have a weight issue coming back in training camp. Okay, we got that one out there. I got one for you. Some sports fan is going to mouth off to Daniel Jones, and they're going to realize how big and strong he is when I think he's smart enough to not hit him in the face. I think he's going to get a nice straight right in the fucking solar plexus, as they used to say back in the day, right in the sternum.
Oh.
Yeah, I say he's going to break somebody's sternum.
Bill Burr with a specific prediction.
And if he doesn't break the sternum, all right? If he punches him in the stomach, I still lose. All right, Paul?
That'd be great.
But this is 20 for me to make 180, though. Okay? If I lose, I owe you $20. If I win, you owe me $180.
I can't wait to listen to the fan and just go, Daniel Stern punched it. You just missed his sternum. Like,
you literally said Daniel Stern like the fuck. That's what they'll call him. That's the actor. Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones, Jesus.
And that fan's going to fucking deserve it too, Paul.
Yeah, of course.
I just said he wasn't worth $70 million. I didn't say he was a bad quarterback.
Nah, man. Booing him. He went through a lot of shit, that kid. I'm actually glad he's done with the madness.
Good for him. No, they're nice people out there. Although Minneapolis, there's a really high crime rate.
No, is that right?
I guess so. I mean, I was looking up, I was just on a tour, and I was like, this place looks nice. What's the crime rate? And you just would check it out. And that's like a real thing that people look at when they have kids and shit. I've always just been a city guy, so I just assume there's crime. You know what I mean?
Well, you know what? Lucky for our listeners, Jake the Snake is not just an injury report. He's also a crime report. Jake, what do we got in Minnesota? Before Larry's like, well, Paul, gun violence is down this week.
Yeah, I want to hear you rank the most dangerous NFL cities. Oh, Paul, let's guess.
Ooh.
Let's guess.
I could tell you right now. Unfortunately, I saw where somebody got gunned down in front of my hotel. I got to say, it has to be top 3 is Baltimore.
Baltimore, Detroit, Cleveland.
Kansas City?
No.
No, Kansas City surprising, Paul. That's an old Al Capone bootleg city. I don't think they ever shook that off. They're still traumatized by it. Another one of your people. Just saying, Paul. Another one of your people.
Hey, we don't like to work, okay?
No, you do. You just work in a different way.
I'm gonna say.
Hey, Paul. It was better when you guys ran it. It just was.
New Orleans more crime than Kansas City, I'd say.
Oh, that's a good one too. I almost think we have to go by divisions, Paul. Because I'll tell you right now, the NFC South is wild, Paul. You got New Orleans,
Chicago. How did we forget Chicago?
Because they're second city, even in crime. Nobody respects their murders. I would say the NFC South, Paul. New Orleans, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay. I mean, those last two you have white people fucking wilding out outside at fucking titty bars at some copper tone competition.
All right, I got to pick here. Thank you.
You saw Burr Kreischer left Tampa. He didn't even have a shirt anymore. Those people are crazy down there.
You want to know what the top 10 is?
Yes.
Yeah, top 10.
Did you find it, Andrew? I was looking.
Yeah. There's a couple.
Hold on, real quick. Baltimore's in there, right? Yes.
No.
Ooh,
That's
Paul watched The Wire too much. You watched The Wire too much.
So there's a couple lists. The Google AI is telling me it's a couple lists say St. Louis, Missouri. Actually, Memphis, Tennessee.
No, they don't have a team though. They don't have a football team.
Oh, sports cities.
Yeah, sports cities.
Oh, okay.
So the first one on this list would be Detroit is number 3.
I love Detroit.
Okay. New Orleans is number 6 on this list. Now the top result I keep getting is from the BBC, but I'm not gonna listen to
fuck
them.
those
They
guys.
hear me talk.
They're the reason this country's fucked up. They act like they didn't raise us.
Who are they?
What do we got? Who's number 2? Oh, you keep looking?
Yeah, now I'm looking most violent NFL stadium list. Empower
Philly.
Field has the most incidences.
Where's
that
that?
was just on stadiums.
I like stadiums.
I don't
Let's
even
say
know where.
what-
I think that's Denver, because I was looking at it. That's the article I saw, but I thought we were just doing cities.
Denver Mile High Stadium is,
they're
is
not.
the number one place you get your ass kicked.
I
Yeah,
guess
that's
so.
weird.
I thought that's so
Most
too.
of these, most on this list don't even have a sports team. Like, so this list has Bessemer, Alabama as number 1, Monroe, Louisiana, Saginaw, Michigan, Memphis, Tennessee, Detroit's number 5, Birmingham, Alabama, Pine Bluff,
Yeah, that's all.
Arkansas.
That's all
They don't
SEC.
even have teams, man.
No,
They don't
that's
even have
that's all
Alexandria,
SEC.
Louisiana.
college football shit. All right. Well, let me get my third pick in here. For my third pick. Oh man. Is Trevor Lawrence out?
He may play this week. It sounds like they're preparing him to play this week. I think that's why that line dropped a bit.
The Arizona Cardinals are just a weird fucking team, man. All right. I'm going to do it. I hate to do it. I don't want to kick a horse when it's down. But
What are you doing?
wait.
Paul, I don't want to beat a dead horse.
Oh, okay.
You don't kick a man when he's down. Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Oh. Dude, we got to start writing these down. My God, I don't want to kick a horse
Last
when
week
he's
and this
down.
week.
Sorry. I don't want to beat a dead horse. I'm sorry.
Hey, Paul, I don't want you to kick that horse when it's down either, man. That's not good for ticket sales.
You got me. You're right.
Oh, that's amazing.
Dude, I'm gonna take the Buffalo Bills to beat the 49ers. -7. I know it's a high line, but I think we're watching the death of the 49ers.
Paulie downfield, laying 7. That's the guy I know.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints, getting 3 at home against the Rams. I know they got some of their receivers back or whatever, but I don't know. I like that city better than Los Angeles. So that's why I'm taking the Saints.
Andrew, you put it under mine. You got to put it under Bills.
Hey, what are we doing here?
All right,
You're on a pay no mind list over here.
All right, let's see here. One more, my fourth and final pick. Am I going to touch the Giants, Cowboys? Nope.
Paul, stay away from your heart. There you go.
I said, yeah.
Oof.
How about, should I take you know what? You know what?
What?
I'm going to take the Raiders against the Chiefs, getting 13. It's a primetime game. I believe.
Yeah,
And
Black Friday.
What? It's Black
Friday. Yeah.
It's Black Friday, so everybody's going to be home. The Raiders are getting disrespected with that line. I think listen, hey, I don't think they're going to win the game. 13 is a lot. Give me the points. Let me start up almost 2 touchdowns. I'm going to take the Raiders on Black Friday. What better team to take on Black Friday than the Raiders?
I love it.
Watching them try and
Chiefs will be covering in the first half, and then the other team comes roaring back because if they put them away, Paul, you don't watch the commercials.
Well, here's the other thing. I'm going to lose the bet because Mahomes is going to get a call or there's going to be a no call and they're going to end up winning by 14. And I'm going to, but it is what it is. I know, hey, I know what I'm going into. I'm a big boy.
Mahomes runs like he's on like those hot rocks.
He does run so weird, man.
We'll just say weird.
He can just fake like he's going out of bounds and then run up the sideline for 30 yards every
That was
week.
fucking bullshit. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
He should have gotten his fucking head taken off the next play after the whistle. You don't do that bullshit. And they're all Patrick Mahomes. It's like, and I'm listen. Oh my God, my brow's showing. I'm fucking. Dude, the thing they don't tell you about where you want to wear a wife beater, you better put fucking deodorant on. You better put deodorant on her. That shit's fucking coming. It's raining down on your waist. Anyway, yeah, dude, that bullshit. I'm not just singling out Patrick Mahomes. But like, if you're a fucking quarterback and there's D-backs there in the end of the game and they're pulling up thinking you're gonna slide, and then you do that sneak shit where you keep going and get another 15 yards, you know, somebody owes him one for that.
That'd be like if you
And
were
I can
calling a
talk
fair
tough
catch.
ball because I don't play.
That'd be like if you could call a fair catch and then just be like, change my mind. It's literally the same thing.
How I know, and listen,
Bullshit.
I'm not trying to complain about them. I know I lost the game, but here's the thing. How I know that they're the NFL darling this year is I actually think this year the officials have been incredible. I remember watching a game, and even my son Lucas goes, man, that was a really good call. Like, they've been really good. But when it comes to the Chiefs are when David Stern had Michael Jordan and he looked the other way. It's just what it is right now.
It is what it is. Kobe got the calls. Tom Brady got the calls. Now the Chiefs get the calls. So, Paul, I got to tell you, you're taking 13 against the fucking prom queens. The reigning prom queens of the NFL, Paul. You know, I'll tell you. I know you're in a soccer mom vehicle right now, but you got a lot of fools.
But I'm going to tell you something right now. You want to know why I took the Raiders on Black Friday? Because if they lose, I could sleep. If I took the Raiders on Black Friday, I could sleep. That's what it's about.
Paul, I've never known you not being able to sleep. I've seen you go through a lot of shit in life. If anybody can fucking sleep, it's Paul Virzi. I don't think I've ever met you on the road where you didn't love the bed the night before. How great were those beds? No, seriously. Like, I'm going to find out the name of that mattress. I'm going to buy it.
Well, we were on a bus tour. Bill was the only one that knew how to tour with me. Bartnick would be up asking if you wanted a beer at 8 in. Bill was like, let Paula come out at 11. Just let him come out at 11.
No. You let Paul come to you in the morning. Dude, I'm not trying to be a wise ass here. I do the same thing with my wife. I just let her fucking sleep. I go downstairs. I do the breakfast and all that. And then when she gets up, she gets the kids dressed for school. That's how it works. If she has to get up and make the fucking breakfast, I need sleep, Paul, but I'm German-Irish, so I just block that out. All of my needs.
Bill, you remember my face? Bill, you remember my face when we had to be in the lobby early?
Oh. Dude, you came out, you look like somebody slept with your wife or something. Like, you were that level of obsessed. No, because then you would have been angry. I'm trying to think what the references. Like,
you said like somebody did me wrong or something. Like somebody like
it was
you said like somebody wronged you.
Well, the thing was, and you had this look on your face like everybody else in the lobby was going to agree with you. like is it fucking like what are we doing here? Like everybody felt the way you did.
That's great. All right, well, Bill, you just hover around. You're actually having this show is actually doing pretty well. Andrew, you went 4-0.
Andrew's the silent assassin, dude. He's been. How many years in a row have you beaten the book?
3.
Wow.
Paulie.
Well, this will be this.
Sorry.
This will be my third. This will be my third.
Okay,
I only started doing it 2 years ago. Yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say you were gonna stop ready to ruin.
I think I'm in a good position to this year.
Jake the Snake, what'd you do last week, Jake the Snake?
I went 3-1, and you guys are talking about illegal shifts and formations, and Houston wasn't going to cover anyway, but they scored the game-winning touchdown, and then they called it back as an illegal shift, and I just think those penalties are complete bullshit. They drive me crazy.
Exactly. Jake, what are you doing with all your money? What are you doing with it? Look at him. You'd never know. You would never know this guy slaps the book around every fucking weekend. I'm telling you, he's low key.
When Jake gets
that's
mad,
the problem, Paul. Paul, you're too flashy.
Yeah.
You got to take a page out of Jake the Snake's book, man.
You know what I love about Jake? When he gets mad, he doesn't get loud. He just adjusts the glasses, says bullshit, and moves on.
Oh no, you don't want Jake on your. You don't want to be on Jake's bad list.
No. It's Monday Night Special time. We got the Browns and the Broncos. Oh, we got the Browns and the Broncos. We got happy Jameis Winston. Dude, Jameis Winston is as entertaining as the game. Watching him talk, he goes, I get to play football today. I get to play football in the snow today. This is a blessed day. I get to play football. How great is this? And then they were like, you never played in the snow? He goes, I'm from Alabama, man. I love it. I love it. Nobody else likes him.
I don't know. Paul, the game has passed me by. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. I don't know who's what, but somehow I go 2-2 every week. I'm a couple games under 500, just swinging in the dark, Paul. Listen, these kids, the way they express themselves, it's a different thing than when I was, but I was young very long time ago. So I'm happy for this generation.
Adapt or die, dude. 5.5, Bill. 5.5. The Browns are getting 5.5 in Denver. What do you think?
Browns are getting 5.5. Jameis Winston. Who's the Broncos quarterback?
Bo Nix.
Bo
Nix.
He's
Bo
a
Nix.
Hey,
Bo
what's their
Nix.
record?
Playing pretty good.
Jake, what's the Browns' record right now?
I don't know the Browns record. The Broncos are 7-5. I think the Browns are
3-8.
3-8.
Yeah. Browns stink.
Yeah. Denver's 7-5. Quiet 7-5.
Quiet 7-5, and I feel like they won 3 games in the last month. Like they're coming on.
And this is their first.
I had them at 5.
Yeah, and I think this is their first Monday Night Football, so they're on prime time. Bo Nix's first Monday night game, right?
Who the fuck is Bo Nix?
Was he Oregon or no? No, where was he?
He was.
Oregon. He was a quarterback.
Oh, that's a big program. How did he do over there?
Killed it.
Just showed you how out of touch I am. My apologies to Bo Nix. All right.
I know nothing about him either, except he looks like a Brian Bosworth type. He's got like spiked hair. He's got like spiked blonde hair. He's a throwback. Andrew, can we get a picture of Bo Nix up here just so we can look at his face and see if he's going to win on Monday night?
That's what I'm basing it on.
That's how this show does it. We look at a kid's haircut. We look at his face.
Hey, Paul, these are our analytics. I hate this fuck. I'm going to tell you, Paul, I hate this fucking game.
Do you?
Yeah.
I like it.
Do you? You just sounded like, remember the Breakfast Club? Anthony Michael Hall, when he was like, do you know why I'm here? Do you? I'm here because the janitor found a gun in my locker.
Great movie.
Yeah, fantastic. John Hughes, man, rest his soul.
Oh, there's a Bo Nix. All right, can we zoom? All right. Kid looks like he's got it together.
Yeah, he's got it together. All right, Jameis. Oh, man. Oh,
this one. Go to the one where he looks like a real estate agent in the middle. Yeah, that one. Click on that. Click on that one. Dude, if that guy doesn't sell cars or have a real estate company after his playing career.
Oh, that was the old school. Come on down to Bo Nix Chevrolet. We got Monte Carlos, we got Impalas, whatever you need. We'll get you in. My name ain't Bo Nix. Bo Nix Chevrolet. Route 1 and stuff.
So you want to take the Broncos, or do you think we should take Jameis Winston getting 5.5 points? What do you think?
Come on. Who's more fun than Jameis?
You've been better on the Monday nights than all of us, so let's go. What do you think? All right, Bill wants Jameis. Let's go Jameis, just so the post-game interview's fun.
I mean, look at Bo Nix. I mean, it's just fucking been raining pussy and opportunity. Jameis was fucking in Alabama. He's never seen snow.
They're giving him shit for getting crab legs at the fucking supermarket. Bo Nix is just crushing. I mean, yeah.
The world was made for Bo Nix. I mean, it's like one of those swinging kitchen doors. He doesn't have to put his arm out. Just fucking walks right through it. And Thanksgiving, let's give thanks to all the great quotes from Jameis Winston. Let's fucking do it.
And you know what? He's a thankful guy. Let's take Jameis Winston, and the points. Jameis to throw one, right?
Yep.
Jameis to throw one.
Jameis to confuse his teammates with the pregame speech. What's the over under that? You got to probably bet 200 to make $5.
Yeah, and Jameis to say I'm grateful and look at the sky and shake his head. That's part of the parlay. What do you want to do? You want to do Bo Nick? No. Yeah, you want to do Bo Nix to throw one, Jameis to throw one, Browns to cover?
Say that one more time.
Jameis to throw one, Bo Nix to throw one, Browns to cover.
I like all of that except both of them throwing one. I'm seeing somebody's running one in.
Oh, you want to do Jameis to run one in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're playing it safe here.
Jameis to run one in, Bo Nix to throw one.
We'll take the Browns with the points.
It's Thanksgiving. Should we get a little crazy and do one other thing?
No, I want to win. I want to win some money for people.
Okay.
That's all like right. Robbing a bank. Hey, you want to add another guy, Paul?
You're right. Don't get
three-star odds of a fucking rat by 25%? No, I don't.
You're right. Hey, when you're right, you're right. And you're always right. What movie?
Hey, Paulie, what do I know about running a restaurant?
None of you guys know that movie. Hey, when you're right, you're right. And you're always right. Come on. Great actor. Passed away.
Like
Spaceballs.
Yes. Who was
it? John Candy.
John Candy to Bill Pullman. Bill Pullman was Lone Star, and John Candy was Bart.
I've never seen
Spaceballs?
Yeah, never seen that.
Oh, it's great.
I'm going through all the Coen brother movies right now.
Oh, nice.
I'm up to Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
Oh, okay.
Dude, I gotta tell you, Paul, like they don't get brought up enough as far as their range and the quality that they do,
It's up there with some
Michael Lerner's part in Barton Fink when he goes in.
Oh my God!
You're right. I watched that. So I watched that movie so much.
Dude, you got to see.
I used to watch it like every other week.
The studio executive. I love when he signs up for the National Guard and he goes, I went to wardrobe. This isn't it. And he's got like all the general medals. And then in the end of the scene, he goes and he turns around and he stands like a general with his hands behind his back. He just passed away. Rest his soul, man. What an. And when I was growing up, Paul, he's one of those character actors. This might be before your time, but like there'd be these character actors. You'd see him in like they did a guest star on every fucking TV show, and then you'd catch them in a couple of movies. And it was back when you could be a working actor, when they had a middle class for acting, where before it became like you're Tom Cruise or you're just doing an indie film, Paul. Shitting in a bucket.
Yeah.
Shitting in a bucket, everybody. There's your fucking visual for your meal tomorrow. Or today, I should say.
Dude, No Country for Old Men is incredible, man. It's incredible.
Yeah.
It's just it's so great.
Dude, Blood Simple.
I didn't see that.
Oh, dude.
Didn't see it.
Oh my God. You gotta see that. Blood Simple's fucking amazing.
Yeah. I gotta check that out.
Dude, they did Blood Simple, and then their next fucking one is Raising Arizona.
Oh my God.
Then they go back to with Miller's Crossing, and then they go. Oh, here he is.
Oh, this dude.
Oh, might not get audio.
Yeah, he was.
Michael Lerner was so amazing in that movie.
We'd get cut anyways from YouTube.
Yeah, I don't know if they will let you do that, but dude, that guy was amazing in what's it called? He was funny in Elf. He was funny in Elf as the boss. He was also great in Harlem Nights.
Wait, Michael Lerner's the boss? I thought that was Sonny from Goodfellas.
No, it's his boss. It's James Caan's boss.
Right, James Caan.
My daughter finally saw a clip of Elf, and she was dying laughing when the guy's at the store.
Oh yeah.
He goes, okay, just let you know, Santa's coming down here, and then Will Ferrell's like, Santa!
Dude, James Caan said in an interview No, I'm sorry. Will Ferrell said when they walked out of the premiere together.
Oh boy, somebody's calling him.
And he said, he goes, dude, he goes, I'll be honest with you, during the taping, I thought you were over the top and not funny. He goes, I thought this was so silly and dumb. And he goes, now I see how brilliant it is. He's like, people were asking me, like, is he funny? Is he great? And he was like, it's so stupid. And
I feel like he was saying that during the shoot. Like he just didn't get him. I forget, because Will's had a couple of those. Like he said to somebody, I think he said to Robert Duvall one time, like he was walking by his trailer and he just said as a joke, he goes, hey, Bobby, he goes, I'm coming for you today. And like Robert was like, fuck you mean you don't fucking come for me. I'm Robert Duvall. Like he didn't get it. You're just being silly.
Is that kicking the candy?
All right. Well, there we go. We got week 13 in. And we hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving from our show to you at home. Enjoy the 3 games, which is the Giants and Cowboys, which is a dud. Then I believe you have the who's playing? The Dolphins are playing or no?
Lions got to be playing. Lions Packers? No,
Lions
Bears. The game. Lions Bears.
Lions Bears is the first one. And then what's the third game there, Andrew?
Cowboys Giants.
Lions
Dolphins,
Bears.
Packers Dolphins.
Packers Dolphins. Enjoy. There you go. Guys want to bet with us? All you got to do is you download the BetMGM app down to your device there. Use our code, the Anything Better code, Burr, BURR. Gamble responsibly. Put $10 in, and if you lose, you get up to $1,500 in bonus bets once the wager is settled. And we have a first touchdown deal, where with the first touchdown, you could bet a prop bet on any player in any NFL game to get the first touchdown. If they don't get the first touchdown, but in fact get the second touchdown, you will get your stack of cash back. Bet responsibly. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy week 13. And we will see you now. Oh, by the way, I have to thank everybody listening to the show. Dude, I almost sold out the entire weekend of Providence, Rhode Island. Thank you guys so much.
Wow.
New dates are coming, paulvirzi.com, so you can check those out. And what else, dude? I watched.
Paul, you're killing him out there. That's all I'm hearing. Paul is on the way up, and you're doing it right. It's in bedrock, Paul. You're being who you are. You're like that kid putting up these numbers at this school that nobody respects, right? You go late in the draft. And then you come in, you fucking shit on him.
Hey, look what happened. Look what happened when they kept Rodgers in the fucking green room with his mother to the 30th pick. That's what happens.
There you go.
By the way, can they not do that to a draft pick in front of their mother, have the camera in their face after like the first 20 guys are gone and he's just sitting there and he's got to put a smile on. He's just pouring a glass of water with his mother sitting there. His mother's like, it's fine. You're going to the NFL.
Let me tell you something. The only worse than that are the people that fucking watch it. Why would you watch it? It's like watching a fucking graduation when you just wait. You just wait. Fucking go live your fucking life and then come back. They'll tell you everybody in like 2 seconds what was going to take you 4 hours to fucking watch, Paul. Why would you do that?
Oh, my God.
You know why? Because they want to be right. Why did they do? We need an outside linebacker, not a fucking place kicker. Somebody doing that for 4 hours?
And you know what they do that's really stupid? I took Lucas to the NBA draft, and we had a nice time. But they do this thing where they're trying to fill time. So this 19-year-old kid gets drafted to an NBA team. 19, 20, whatever. And he's so excited. His life changed. He's crying. And then they bring him over and they wait a few picks. And then they go live to an interview with him on the monitor. And they go, all right, we're going to do a round, a rapid round. We're just going to throw some things at you. Like they talk to him, welcome, how do you feel? And then they go, all right, ice cream or cake? And you say one, and then they go like this to this kid. Dude, me and Lucas felt so bad. They go, cats or dogs? And he just goes, oh, cats, man. I hate dogs. And, dude, the Barclays Center unmercifully booed him. And he goes, no, I got bit as a kid. And I'm like, let this fucking kid go enjoy. It was so stupid, man.
He should have been like, I have too much money now to answer these fucking questions.
Yeah. He should have been
Brooklyn!
like,
They would have gone nuts.
Come to my hotel room, you dumb
Dude,
white.
why does my head look so small when I sit back like this? Look at this. I'll tell you right now, I think the Buccaneers are going to go against you. All right, let's get out of
everybody.
here.
That's the show. We will see you next week. Enjoy football. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And happy Thanksgiving to you guys.
Thanks to you. Love all you guys. Bye.